As the weather warms, motorcycles become increasingly popular modes of transportation. Now, here to talk about Airbag Save, a national safety campaign aimed at raising awareness about innovative solutions in motorcycle safety and share tips for safer riding experience, is Steven Popovich, president at Cycle Gear. Thank you for joining us. How are you?
Thank, I'm great. Thanks for having us today.
Well, thank you for joining us again. So, again, I got the question for you. With Motorcycle Safety Awareness Month upon us, what advice would you give to viewers, both riders and their loved ones, to promote safer riding practices besides drivers being aware there's a motorcycle around?
I know, right? It's up to everybody to pay a little bit more attention out there on the road. At Cycle Gear, we like to say, be present. Make sure that you're ready to ride. That goes for motorcyclists and for folks in cars. To follow the rules of the road. I mean, they're there for a reason. I think if everybody is a little bit more responsible on the road, keeps everybody more safe. And then for sure, wear protective gear. The technology is developed from head to toe for riders to create an increased level of safety that wasn't available to the rider 15 years ago for sure.
Now, Cycle Gear is launching a new national safety campaign called Airbag Save. Can you tell us more about why you're launching this and what it is?
Sure. Airbag Save is a multi-year campaign really around public awareness to let folks know that this technology exists. I think some riders are aware it exists, but I don't know if their spouses or community members or family and friends are. So for us, we really wanted to make sure that the public was aware of this technology. Similar to the evolution of technology in cars, it kind of just people adopt with it and aren't really on the forefront. But with this, we really wanted to get in front of the public. It's been around for 20 years in different stages of development. For the past decade, it's been a mandate at the top levels of motorcycle racing. And for us, we really felt it was our responsibility to the community of riders that we serve to make sure that everyone knew this was available to them.
Now, how does a motorcycle airbag work and what kinds of motorcycle airbags are out there?
Sure. So it's a wearable technology first. It's not something that's on the motorcycle. It's a vest that goes under the jacket or vest or shirt of the rider. So it's a very unobtrusive piece of gear that covers the entire torso. So when it is deployed, from front to back, you see coverage and it reduces impact up to 93%. There's a couple different options. There's a tethered version, which similar to a ripcord would deploy if you were to exit the motorcycle. And then the one to my right is actually powered by computer technology and an AI algorithm that's constantly monitoring the rider 1,000 times a second, deploys in 23 milliseconds. It's almost predictive. So if it senses the rider is in danger, it deploys, creating a level of safety.
Now, recent research showed that relatives and friends of motorcycle riders often experience fear and worry for their safety. Can you share some of the findings?
Sure. So about 83 to 84% of the folks we surveyed do worry. And I don't think that that would come to surprise anybody. But at the same time, when they learn about this technology, like my wife, 95% of them want to make sure that their spouse, loved one, or friend takes advantage of the technology today. So for sure, there's a worry around, but at the same time, there are things that we can do to try to help mitigate that risk for the rider.
Now, what essential motorcycle gear do riders need to wear to maximize their safety on the road?
Well, everything from head to toe at Cycle Gear, and part of the Airbag Saves campaign is not just around the airbag technology, but all the gear all the time, we like to say. So from head to toe, helmets, jackets, pants, gloves, all the technology is designed to help reduce impact and abrasion in the event of an accident on a motorcycle. So we like to say, prepare for the slide, not just the ride.
Stephen, where can we go to learn more?
You can go to cyclegear.com/airbags, or you can visit one of our locations around the country. We have one in St. Louis, a new store in St. Louis that we're really excited about. Come check it out. Our gear experts and pros would be glad to teach you about it and get you a little bit more educated.
Now, this also airs in Kansas City. Do you have a shop in Kansas City yet?
We do have a shop in Kansas City.
Great, great. The last thing I want to bring up, Stephen, I have a cousin who rides a motorcycle, and like that picture behind you where it says airbag save, he dresses like
Yes,
that.
sir.
So he has coffee
He
with him.
dresses.
Yeah, dresses like that and gets on his motorcycle, and it's all black. And he has coffee at Starbucks. One morning, there was a crowd of people around. He got on his motorcycle, and we're sitting there waiting for him to go, "Vroom." And all of a sudden he goes, but. So we were disappointed in that. We were expecting him to take off and fly. And we tease him about it each and every time.
Well, you know what? Good for him. He's a responsible rider, James. That's what we like to see. Just because you got the power doesn't mean you got to use it.
I'm going to tell him that too, Stephen. Thank you so much for joining us on Morning Blend. I appreciate it.
Thanks, James. Have a good day.
You too.